Hello there. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is a timeless message from Spirit. And so this is going to be one of those videos that whenever it pops up and you're drawn to it, that's the right time for you to hear it. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to look at what is the situation that Sacred Spirit would like to talk to you about. And then the next thing we'll look at is what is the advice Sacred Spirit would like to give you around that situation. Okay. Today I am using the Light Seekers Tarot for this reading. Okay, my dear. Here's what we have for your situation. Okay. First of all, your situation shows up as the moon, but it's the moon in reverse. And then we have the Death and Rebirth card. And you can see the little infinity sign there. So let's look at what this situation is talking about. It looks to me like there's been some type of situation in your life where the truth has come out. And I feel like this was not a truth that you had to dig for it to come out. I think it came out organically, just sort of on its own. I think that this is information that you would have been better off if you would have had before. I don't know that the people around you were necessarily sharing this information freely. They may even have intentionally held it back. Maybe not, but in many cases, when this card shows up, yes, they kind of did. And the truth that is rising to the top now on this card is something that, they weren't really intending to share. Okay? However, like I said, I don't think you had to dig for this truth. When the moon card comes up in reverse, there was no digging here. It just organically rose, just like cream rises to the top of milk. Okay? Now, with your cover card being the Death and Rebirth card, this is telling me that this information that has come to the surface now has really changed your outlook on this situation big time. Okay? You may even be thinking about this situation as a complete 180 from what you thought before. So where before you might have been willing to be involved in this situation, maybe even promoting this situation in some way, now, no. Now that's not what you really want to do. You may already be obligated to doing that, and now you're realizing, whoa, I did not know this. If I'd have known this, I would not have committed to this. So there's the situation that we have. Now what we're looking at for advice from Sacred Spirit here. All right. You've got the Three of Swords showing up in reverse. So that's our first advice card. Let's run through the other cards real quickly. Ace of Swords. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles also in reverse. All right. So with my Three of Swords in reverse, this is telling me that even though this truth has changed your perspective on whether you want to be involved in something or not, it has brought some healing to your heart. So where you may have had some heartache or some heartbreak, or you may have had this kind of push-pull as you were trying to make a decision, and it was just hurting your heart to be in that state of confusion, now that is changing, whichever way that's been manifesting for you. Now you're finding healing for that push-pull. You're finding healing for that heartache or that heartbreak that was happening. Okay, so this information has actually triggered some healing for you. Okay, which I like to see. Usually the new information triggers heartache or heartbreak. So this is nice that we've got a positive effect from this new truth coming out. Now, the next thing, with the next card being the Ace of Swords, this is telling me that this piece of information that popped up has given you a new understanding of this situation that you didn't have before. And probably not just this situation, probably a lot of situations that are sort of piggybacking on each other and tied together. Okay, so you have a whole new understanding coming in. So with this whole new understanding, that makes it a little easier to see how this heartache or this heartbreak could be healing up, because now you're understanding the truth of a matter where before the truth was somewhat concealed or maybe even completely concealed. So, last piece of advice here is our Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. And this really, to me, is the action card, where the other two are more heads up of, hey, this is what's going to be happening. Now we have our action card. Queen of Pentacles in reverse just says that there was something going on with this situation where you were giving generously of your energy or of your finances, of your resources in some way, of your time possibly. You were giving generously to this situation. Well, now that you have this new truth and this new understanding of what's really going on with that situation, now you're not. Now you're out. Now you're done giving to this because you're realizing that what you were giving to, you had a reason for giving to this, and you were hoping that things would improve because of whatever this is that you were sharing with this person or this situation. And what you're seeing as this truth came up is that your donations, let's say, are not really accomplishing anything near what you wanted them to. And so now you're just done with that. You're not going to be giving so generously to that situation anymore, whether it's finances, time, energy, whatever. You're just you're done with that because you can see that it's not really productive. It's not really bringing about any kind of results that you were hoping to. You're not really empowering this person or this situation. In fact, they're becoming more dependent on you instead. All right. So that's what we've got for you guys. Thank you very much for being here and checking this out. I hope that it was genuinely helpful for you. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.